Now that we modified our drum kit, let's begin by adding sounds to our drum set. Now it is time to start coding. Now we want our drum to make a drum sound when we click on it. Let's give a hint. So when our sprite is clicked, then we want to start the drum sound. So we're going to need a trigger and we're going to need a sound. Let's go ahead and navigate to our categories, and let's begin by going to Control. Now it looks like there's nothing here for us. Let's try Events. Now events is what triggers our program. So let's begin by choosing when this sprite is clicked. Let's try to add this code to test your drums out. So we started our trigger with when this sprite is clicked, and then we want to start the drum sound. So let's try this code. Let's start sound low tom. So we can find this code block in our sound category, and we can see it as the second code block, start sound low tom. And let's try it out. Let's click on our sprite. You should begin to hear a drum sound. So here's a challenge. Let's use sounds using our keyboard. So that makes a different trigger. So let's try to make our drum make a sound when we press a button on the keyboard. There will only be one code block that we need to change, and that is our trigger. So when the space key is pressed, we want to start the drum sound. So our code is staying the same besides the trigger. Let's add this code to your drum sprite. Let's replace the top with when space key pressed. So instead of us navigating to our stage to click on our sprite, let's change our trigger to when space key pressed. We can disconnect the code block and add it to our new trigger. And we can delete the old one by tossing it back to the categories. And now, try triggering your drum kit by pressing the space key on your keyboard. You should hear the tum sound. Now, picking up your sprite or clicking it will not work. Let's try some other sprites by adding more.